Greetings and salutations, welcome to episode 84 of the Bolton Save, and we're going to go straight on with the games. They're coming thick and fast. We're going to win this fucking Premier League. Come on, boys. We just smashed Chelsea 3-0 in the last episode. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a beauty. Today we're playing Zenit St. Petersburg in the second leg of the Europa second knockout round, leg 2 thing. And we got a 3-0 victory in the first leg, so we can afford to just play not crazy. We've got a lot of injuries, so there's not much rotation we can do. But I think we're going to start with the Afro. He's back. Just needs a little match sharpness. We're going to play... who needs the rest the most? Probably Larson. And Yalcin can come in. We're going to make as much changes as we can, really. Chambers... Actually, yeah, play Chambers on the right-hand side. Gillespie can come in for Joe Gomez, and Forster can go in goal. So a few changes. I think that's still strong enough to at least get a draw, because we've got big games. As you can see, the league table's looking like this. There's a bit of a gap, but we closed it last episode. We just need to hopefully, a 3-0 defeat for Chelsea might just make them think about what they're doing at the moment. We've got our Super 6 subs on the bench. It might make, just cause for concern. I'm hoping that it will cause them to drop points. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I haven't checked, but I'm hoping they're in a cup run that might screw them over a bit. He's just being rested. Okay, well, got a good team. Balotelli's not starting. He's not even made the bench. That's a shame. He probably got injured. He got injured last leg, didn't he? Twice. So that'll be why. So a couple of people have asked me if I'm going to make a reaction video to the England game. Look at him, he's back. It's taken him 18 seconds. The Afro with his 26th goal of the season. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so a couple of people asked me, and I thought, no. To be honest, I follow a lot of Football Manager YouTubers, right? And pretty much every single one of them is making some sort of predictions show video about it. And I thought, no, okay, there's plenty of them out there. Nobody needs to see me what I think. So I generally just talk about it in these episodes. I will make one video probably once the tournament is finished for England, i.e. the end of the group stage. I think Wales are going to beat us. But I'll just give you my thoughts of the actual match. And people are going a bit mad about it, really. I thought we played brilliantly. It was one of the best games I'd seen in England play for a number of years, really. I thought, nobody would have argued if that game had finished 3-0 and stuff like that. And, yeah, Russia aren't the best side, and they had a few injuries and stuff. But it was all right. I think, I've always said this, if we do well in the Euros, it will be in spite of Roy Hodgson, not because of him. I think he's past it as a manager. I had to put up with him managing Liverpool for a season or so, and that was enough for me. Watching him as England manager is just crazy. Last friendly against Portugal, I had a massive whinge on one of my videos because I was like, how can you fucking play Vardy and Kane and then play neither of them as a striker, because they separated and played like wingers, and then Rooney seemed to be playing the furthest up a lot of the time, and that really pissed me off. So I was glad to see that he'd just gone, look, okay, we're going to play with one striker, and he's actually going to play as a striker. And you could argue about who that person is. Harry Kane and Vardy are pretty close in most people's respects. I think maybe Kane's just got that edge, and then Sturridge behind them. But there's arguments for all three to play, just not in the same fucking team. So I was relatively happy with the formation and the team that he put out. I thought Lallana was fucking sensational. I've watched, obviously, Liverpool all season. First half, he was brilliant. The finishing was the only thing that let him down. But other than that, he was the best player on the pitch. Sterling. I've watched this kid since his debut in the under-18s for Liverpool, and I've spent my entire Liverpool life watching him be really good and then have no end product. And that was kind of the same for him in the game. I thought Harry Kane was a little bit anonymous. Are we going to make any subs, or am I just going to stare at it for a while? We'll probably take Yalcin off. Yellow carded and his match sharpness is down. coming back from injury. Yeah, and so Sterling, but I can understand why you'd play him. He's quite an exciting winger, and he could produce something. And yeah, we should have scored more. We didn't. On a different day, we would have won 4-0. I thought it was a decent chance, and we didn't lose, which is another big thing. You know, we're not very good in the first games of tournaments. So overall, not too bad. I think Kane didn't have the best of games, and Vardy. The only thing for Roy for this game was Vardy should have come on. They've got two old centre-backs. Why the hell aren't you then... I can understand starting with Kane, that's personal choice. But why, when you've run them ragged, which we did for like 70 minutes of the game, do you not... Alfred's fouled him. Did you not bring on Vardy when they've all got tired legs and they're knackered, and then you bring on the guy with all the pace and running about like a headless chicken? That's Jamie Vardy. He would have been perfect, and so I thought that was a bit bizarre. The Milner substitution was perfectly fine for me, I think, because he's slightly more defensive minded. So if, you know, that last little bit of the game, you bring him on, that sort of thing's fine. Our defence, you know, wasn't really tested, but that's the thing that's most shaky to me. I'm going to be interested to see when he goes up against the likes of Gareth Bale as to how our defence does, because that is shaky, the centre-backs especially. Right, should we have a bit of a draw, shall we? Cheeky. Right, who we've got? Arsenal, Dortmund, Inter. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so we'll take these three, I guess. Feyenoord, Napoli, and Sociedad. Right. Inter Milan. There's Sociedad gone. Arsenal. Oh, no. I hate playing English teams in Europe. It's so annoying. Just because, like, I'm in Europe, I want to play different teams for a fucking change. No, you're going to play fucking Arsenal. Okay, then if we do get through, we can play Lyon or Feyenoord. So we're playing Lyon in the next round. Mind you, they're not as good as they used to be, are they? Right, let's move on. Cheeky little 1-0 victory. Pretty much as we expected against Zenit. Decent performance, got a bit more experience for some of the fringe players. A couple of players coming back from injury. Afro got himself another goal, which is fantastic. All good. Right. Come on, boys. Yeah, so England as a whole, I'm not going to... I'll talk a little bit about the problems, the fan troubles. In the stadium was disgusting. Even sort of neutral people and neutral reports have come out and said that it's like the Russians had it planned. Like, as soon as the final whistle goes, bum rush them. And that's what happened. And you could see all the videos I've seen is England fans trying to get the fuck out of there, scared for their lives. Like, it was ridiculous. So that's a separate thing, and Russia should be fucking kicked in the arse for that. The other stuff in the city and in the town going on is... It's such a hard one, because... I think as fans we're better, right? We can all agree that we don't have as much issues as we did 20 years ago when we were all a bunch of massive bellends, right? The England fans used to go there for a fight, and there just happened to be a game of football going on at the same time. They're a lot better now, but I think the problem is we're still so easily to get a rise. So fans know this, like the Marseille Ultras and the Russian Ultras. They only have to say a few things and they'll get a rise up. We might not start it, but fuck yeah, we're going to finish it. It's just kind of sad. It's just sad that this reputation we have and stuff like this. The trouble is, Russian football is almost like where we were 20 years ago, when there was a lot of football hooliganism regularly at every sort of league game. There's a group of fans that go to the football match so they can have a fight with the opposing fans afterwards, and that was their sport. But the Russian ultras, they fantasised and they based themselves on our sort of football hooligans from 20 years ago. So you can they're almost like testing themselves against, you know, the originators of the football hooliganism, and that all starts shit. And yeah, it's just kind of sad, isn't it? When you see it, I just don't want to watch it, because it's just like, oh, why can't we just please behave ourselves? Right, we've got football to play now. Sorry, I'll waffle too long. Reading, mid-table, away, 11th position. So, Odegaard's a bit tired. Azui's just back in time. Lewis Cook is doing a fine job. If you're going to continue to average 7 playing out of position for just 1 or 2 more games, then we're golden. Aya's a bit tired. We've got El Said who can step in, which I don't really want to do, but I will bring him onto the bench. Yao Singh, I think, can play the full game now, so that's good. We'll bring in... We can't afford to drop points, so there's no point trying to rest players and get an extra stuff. I think we've just got to try and play the full team. Callum Chambers is brilliant at right back anyway, so that's fine. The big decision is Xavi or Afro. So the Afro's just back from injury. It's got to be the Afro. They're both so good, though. They're both so good. It's got to be the Afro. The talismanic black salmon of the team. Still haven't got 7 substitutes. Right, Guerrero, you're back in. Congratulations. I was giving you a rest, but now you're back in. As for the other home nations, you've just been rested. Chill the fuck out. Oh, good Yeti. I thought Wales were really good. Did what they did best. I thought, Bale scored. I don't really give him much credit. I don't think it was a very good free kick. The goalkeeper was just off on a walkabout. It was like watching a game of Football Manager with the goalkeeper positioning. He thought, I'm just going to wander over there. I thought somebody called my name, so I thought I'll wander over. Bizarre, but you got to get it on target, which Bale did. So that was really good. And Hal Robson-Kanu with the winner, fantastic stuff. I'm supporting the home nations, by the way, if anyone's wondering. I know some people don't, and all the other home nations don't support England. Whatever. And then obviously nobody supports Scotland because you're not there. And then obviously the Poland-Northern Ireland game, it was kind of... I'm saying this because I'm actually watching it. I'm recording this on Sunday evening. I won't get it uploaded in time for Sunday, so I'll put it up Monday. But as I... Zuri, straight back in with the goals. As I'm watching it, it's the 85th minute and Poland are 1-0 up. And it's kind of as expected that you see in all international games where there's a very small side against a decent side, or even cup games and stuff like that, is that you try and hang on, don't you, for as long as possible. Maybe you'll get a set-piece chance. The trouble is, if and when you go 1-0 behind, you've kind of not got much. It's like, shit, what do we do now? Now we have to go and play some proper attacking football and stuff. So, but just the fact they're there, just the fact that they can hold their own against a team like Poland when 7 of their starting 11 or something are from the Championship. They got a League 2 player in their team, for Christ's sake. Fucking amazing. I'm so chuffed for Northern Ireland. Obviously I live there, so I've got more of an affinity and stuff, but absolutely brilliant, the fact they're just there. And people that say, the European Championship shouldn't have been extended to have more teams, fuck off. Bullshit. That's why you get the smaller countries get given a chance. Just because we're lucky to live in a country where, generally speaking, we qualified for stuff, and take that for granted, and then go, oh, well, what's the point in playing San Marino? Because the people in San Marino fucking love it. And why don't they they should have the opportunity to do this stuff. Not just because they're a small team, they get nothing. So, I'm just ranting about random things today, sorry. Yeah, so, happy for the home nation so far. Kind of as expected. Chuffed for Wales. Decent defensive performance from Northern Ireland. They did all they could. They might score for all you know. I've got 5 minutes left. Hopefully the game will end before. Don't. That's a free fucking header! Oh, that's so bad, boys. Hang on. How have we just gifted this draw to them? I'm going to overload. We have to win. We've got to keep the pressure on Chelsea. Ah, that's bad. Right. We might as well just go for it. Because a draw doesn't help us. We have to win it. So a loss, if we push on and lose... Look at this free header. Oh, it's disgusting. I can't look at it. We might as well lose trying to go for the win. So, Xavi for Caceres. And then we'll go Xavi as a poacher. Keep Afro as complete forward. I think that'll do. Yeah. Got to go for it. No point getting a draw. Come on, the Afro. Taking corners randomly. Okay, that's fine. Rocco's there. Headed away. Leper. Back to Afro. Ah, that's poor. Ah, it's the cock blocker. Nice one, Yalcin. Does well with the head. Aya. Through ball. The Afro. Pew, please. Pews. Tony Pulis. Please. Score. Go on. The Afro. Yes! Have it. Have it indeed. Come on, boys. Yeah, one good chance. Missed it. But Zui back in the team and back creating goals and scoring them. Lovely jubbly. There's the Afro wheeling away. Wow. I would like to know what you think of me talking, because I watch most FM channels, right? I watch a lot of FM on YouTube. I quite enjoy it, especially when you're just twiddling away playing Football Manager. I just find it nice to play Football Manager and listen to them. So, we'll bring off the Afro. Just drop back to this. But nearly like 99% of them just talk about purely what's going on the screen in their game of Bolton or whoever. But let me know if that's what you want me to do more. I do that most of the time anyway, of course. But you know what I'm like. Sometimes when I go off on my rants, do you actually want to hear that, or are you like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're playing Football Manager. Can you please talk about the game? You know, just the odd episode where I just go off on one of the rants. Let me know if that's an okay thing to do, or you prefer it when I just stick to the Bolton information in the Bolton game. Go on, Coleman. The Afro. Go on, the Afro. Just before he gets subbed off. Oh, it's a soft shot, that is. Hoping to get that third goal. 3 minutes added on in the Poland Northern Ireland game. And come on, Northern Ireland, just sneak one. Here we go. Xavi. Cookie. Aya. Turn. Oh. We don't need to score again, but I'll take it just to stop the nerves. Oh, Northern Ireland almost scored. They're going for it. Fair play to them. Right, 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. 15 seconds. They've got a long way to go to get a goal. Leper wins that header. It should be enough now. Cookie. Keep the ball, Cook. Keep the ball. Nice. That's better. And another shot from Xavi. Bit reckless on the old shooting, but comfortable, and in the end, as comfortable it can be as 2-1. That'll do. There's some dead Polish person on the ground. There we go, boys. Callum Chambers, man of the match. He's just sensational form. Him and Seamus Coleman on the right hand side, just superb. Aya probably needs a rest. Should we look at the... Damn it, Chelsea won. Okay, Chelsea won, so they bounced back from our smashing of them with a win. That's unfortunate. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please hit that like button if you did. Let's have a look at the schedule. What's the sort of run-up at the moment? So we'll just probably play a couple of games. I think what we'll do is I'll play a couple of games offline, the Stoke and Wolves, and then the next episode we'll do a triple header with the Arsenal Euro Cup game and the Man City game in between. We've got quite a tricky run in. We've got Man City, who are 4th, Tottenham, who are 6th, Everton 10th, Leicester, they're struggling, 19th, Aston Villa and Southampton. So Aston Villa and Leicester are the two relatively easy ones, but everything else is going to be very tricky. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.